Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. So today we want to talk about Noise.cash reaching over 50,000 users. Um, I want to talk a little bit about Memo.cash and what's going on with these platforms. So I'm not on Noise.cash. I'm actually on Memo.cash, but we're going to talk about both of these sites. So Noise.cash and Memo.cash are both built on the Bitcoin Cash blockchain. So what's been happening is the Bitcoin Cash platform has quietly been working on a lot of development, building applications on Bitcoin Cash, working on very user-friendly wallets for masses of people to use, and they've been doing a great job, basically with that. Um, Not to mention, Bitcoin Cash is a top 10 cryptocurrency. Some people believe it is the actual Bitcoin, and that what is termed as Bitcoin Core is going in a different direction. It's worth billions of dollars. It's merchant and vendor accepted by thousands upon thousands. Um, there's a lot of great things working for Bitcoin Cash. And now that development is being taken serious, building on top of Bitcoin Cash, we're starting to see these very interesting Twitter-like types or sites rather. And the reason that this is important, um, it has a lot to do with, I think, specifically when you're dealing with social media, is that what is the average social media user like? And according to statistics, the average social media user is going to spend about 5 minutes per social media experience. Time is very limited to people, right? I think now with the onslaught of COVID-19, that did give them more time to be online, so to speak. But with vaccines now being introduced, with there being a lot of medical research and quarantining and mask wearing, um, we seem to be hopefully going to soon get out of the COVID-19 pandemic. Hopefully. And so that's probably going to mean these statistics are going to go back to what they were. Now, what that means is that for the most part, social media users aren't going to be spend a lot of time on social media. So what you're going to have is probably something that's going to be um, a very short post, right? What you get like in a tweet. And so that's why these Twitter-like, for lack of a better word, applications seem to work a lot better with platforms on the blockchain, right? So, looking at these, a variety of new applications built on Bitcoin Cash and the security of the network, it's causing many of us to really take a look at Bitcoin Cash being used for more things than just being a way to deliver value and payments as a digital currency um, across the crypto space. And so that's going to allow for many uses of the Bitcoin Cash network that weren't there before. Um, and that's all very interesting because if you look at these platforms, what do you see happening here? Something very interesting in social media. And that is you're actually being paid in Bitcoin Cash for these posts that are created, posts that you do anyway every day online through social media. Not to mention, this is termed as decentralized social media, meaning that Once you post something, it's on the chain, it's on the blockchain. It is immutable, right? Meaning it can always be found on the chain. It's very valuable for censorship resistance, people who don't want to be censored, silenced. Um, and that seems to be becoming a very important part of the conversation and a direction that the future world wants to go in, and another use for the blockchain. And a network like Bitcoin Cash has a very great chance of doing that, right? As well as the applications that run on it like Memo.cash, Noise.cash, right? So we're seeing these applications do very well now, like Noise.cash, like Memo.cash. And I think in the future we're going to see a great deal more of that. So on Memo.cash, and I know a lot of people use Noise.cash, and we're going to go over some of the differences, and I'm going to tell you a little bit why um, uh, some of the advantages to using both of them, what some of them platforms can do better than others, and so we're gonna take a look at that. Excuse me. Let's see if I can move that. Okay, let's go over to tokens because on the Memo.cash platform, there is tokenization. And what that basically means is you're able to take pretty much any project, business idea, tokenize it so that you can have people sharing basically value in those businesses' ideas. You can tokenize about anything, right? It could be anything from a wallet, a business that creates cryptocurrency wallets. Tether is on here, right? So it could be other cryptocurrencies on here that could be traded. They got one called Dogecash. Um, and this is very interesting. It just shows the strength of what can be done with tokenization, and this is all integrated into those posts we showed you just a moment ago, and so that you can actually tip with a variety of these tokens that are developed on Bitcoin Cash, similar to what you get with ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum network, but this is the Bitcoin Cash token. Now, in addition to that, you can tip these posts in Bitcoin Cash, and you can tip them in a token on the Bitcoin Cash network, what is termed as a SLP token or simple ledger protocol token. You can tip those posts with that on the very same post. And I think that's pretty awesome. They're just showing some of the development that's going into Memo, as well as do many of these other things you see. Now, the differences in these platforms, I think, what's important here is that now if you look at what's happening with Noise.cash, which is, let me see if it's going to let me in polls. I don't want to go home. I want to go to polls. But, oh, here we go. So you see people getting tipped in Bitcoin Cash, and this is the more like the home page, I guess you would say. And you can see that very short posts, tweet-like posts. And again, that's important for how I think people are going to be using the decentralized social media in the future, and I think this is going to speak to a lot of people. But you can see that you can just tip things you do every day. Post, imagine getting cryptocurrency posts you do every day, and you can tip in the tokens that you can create on this platform. Right? You can see this is in our project, Btcmyk. It is post done by the Christian channel, and so all awesome stuff. It's just so very cool to see this happening on a great network like Bitcoin Cash. Now, what's happening with Noise.cash that's growing so fantastic is Noise.cash, you can see, is very similar, but Noise.cash does something I think that is quite unique to what many of these decentralized sites do. And what it does is there is a certain amount of rewards going out per day on Noise.cash. I believe something like $3,000 per day, up to $3,000 per day. And that's great for marketing, incentivizing new people to join. Right now in Memo, you don't quite have that, but what you do have is you have now people who you can gain interest by creating their own tokens, and with their tokens, and you need Bitcoin Cash to post, and so you got to carry Bitcoin Cash. You can do both tips of Bitcoin Cash and tokens of your choice. It's tokens you can create, and anybody can create a SLP token. It's quite easy to do, and so I really love these platforms. I haven't really made any money on Noise.cash yet, but I have got some votes, but they weren't. I don't see where I've earned any money yet. However, these kind of I'm hearing very good results from others who use it. And remember, it's a great use in decentralized social media. Remember, again, this isn't the social media where you can have a situation where you can be kicked off or censored or something like that. Your posts remain on the blockchain, so they can be found on the chain, right? And so this is the Bitcoin Cash community. They're speaking about a lot of different stuff, but this is just so awesome, guys. So the differences are going to be with Noise.cash. You are going to have probably a better chance of getting tips and rewards for your posts, right? Because there certainly is this kind of rewards pool going on. And with this, it probably is going to require a bit of getting to know the community, posting some good content, and then you're probably going to get votes a little bit quicker. But our project, Btcmyk, is a very interesting project because it has tokenized what would be essentially Bitcoin meets universal basic income, right? And if you don't know what universal basic income is, it's basically speaking about everybody being entitled to receive a basic income and cryptocurrency per month. That is what our cryptocurrency is based on. So when you come in our section, I'm going to try to show you where it is. Let's see if I can find it here. Someone did a post in our section, but if you come in that specific section, you're going to receive our tokens, and there it is. I'm going to try to click on it. On every post you do, regardless of what the post is about, we're hoping that it's not about spam, that it's not spam, but we work on something called the proof of participation model. And if you post in this area, the Btcmyk, you're going to earn our tokens every day. It can be traded for Bitcoin Cash, right? And so this is why I'm so impressed with these networks. I think they're going to grow very, very well. I think they're going to do very, very well on a very secure top 10 cryptocurrency network. And I think that's what's going to work a lot to its success. And so I hope that, many of you try these platforms out. I'm sure you're going to, there's so much cool things you can do with them. And the wallet integration of many of these projects now being built on Bitcoin Cash, right? So I know you guys are going to really like that. Come over, try it today. Not only are you going to get free Btcmyk tokens, again, Bitcoin meets universal basic income. You're going to get it for posted in our session. You're going to get free Bitcoin Cash. You're going to get our universal basic income token. So similar to how Noise.cash is doing it, where there is this kind of rewards of the founder. He's donating a large amount of money. We do it through our tokenization on Bitcoin Cash, where you're going to receive, regardless of your posts. We also have a referral program you can earn with, right? Have a referral program on our main site. That's another way you can earn. But you're going to earn this just for doing your posts, and you're going to earn it to your Bitcoin Cash wallets just by participating in our universal basic income program, right? So some cool stuff, interesting stuff happening on the Bitcoin Cash network. Make sure that you try this out. You owe it to yourself today and get started with that. Join our network today. Very similar to Noise.cash. I use Noise.cash as well. I think it looks great. And I think these type of platforms are going to be the future of cryptocurrency. People, the average user who's using social media, doing these average posts and tips and being paid for them, being compensated for them, as you can see. We believe that's where the future is headed, and we believe it's going to be a bright one on the Bitcoin Cash network. That's all I want to say in this video. Look in our description area to find out how to join the Btcmyk.com project on Bitcoin Cash, a token on Bitcoin Cash. Start earning it. You can trade it out for Bitcoin Cash. You can do many things with it. It has many uses. But as always, we want to ask you to like and subscribe to the video if that is what you think it deserves. Make sure you come over and get your free cryptocurrency. Join us, and we hope a prosperous future to you in cryptocurrency. As always, until next time, take care.